Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is a Christmas Memory YouTube Inspiration Hop with Miranda and Lisa, and it is day number 11, which is the Christmas lights. And I am using this cut file that is from the Hip Kit, and I'm going to twist my caption with this. So day number 11 is supposed to be about Christmas lights. Well, when I did my Christmas in July, I did up my Christmas lights because I do Christmas in July, and be able to do some of my layouts so that I'm not too overwhelmed in the month of December. And I already did up my lights, I guess. So I took it upon myself and used a cut file for Christmas lights for today. And the memory is supposed to be of like some type of lights or whatever. And the night that I filmed this is the night that I did go to do some Christmas lights for 2020, and I just didn't obviously have them printed out. So I decided to take the word light and use Christmas lights in my cut file to offset. And that's what you can do. If you don't do this tradition, or you don't do this type of a memory, or this is just not something that speaks to you, take some of the words out of there and use it other ways. Like for me, I used a cut file, and it still worked out well for the collection that I'm using, and also for the photos I'm using, because this Christmas light, I think, is perfect. It rounds out, gives that extra oomph. I did do it in black glitter paper, and then I distressed and used barnyard apple red, barnyard red, and the new green distress oxide, the evergreen something or another, is the color that I used for the lights. And then I just rotated through them. So I just started on one end and made sure that the green and red went every other. For this cut file. The photo is of my family last year. So my son's leg is in there, my husband's legs, my daughter's legs, and my legs are all in there. And we do, Sparkles brings Christmas leggings, I guess. The best way, Christmas jammies of some sort. My daughter and my son gets the full getup, and then my husband and I get just the pants, and then that's kind of what we wear throughout the year. And I am a huge buffalo plaid type person, and that is definitely why we are all on the buffalo plaid train for last year. This year is going to look a little different. I decided not that I don't want to include my husband and my daughter in any, or my husband and my son in any of this, but because they're not going to be here, it made it just a little bit easier for me, and then for my daughter's sake, on, you know, not feeling so sad over Christmas regarding the fact that her daddy and her son, or her brother, my son, couldn't make it down for Christmas this year. So Sparkles is the one that brings it, and Sparkles knows that these two are not here, so we made sure, Sparkles is making sure that she only brings 2 of the items, so that it makes it a little bit easier for Kaylin, just so that hopefully the spirit will still be there, but yet knowing that Sparkles knows what's going on in his house. So that is what that is. It is a tradition. We always take a photograph. It's been a tradition that I started with the kids while we were in Europe. I wanted to start a tradition because my family, I can honestly say, I never really had like a tradition. Like, I didn't, growing up, we always knew we had to do all of the holiday festivities with my dad, my biological father's side, and my stepmother's side of the house on Christmas Eve, and then the morning of Christmas Day, and then the afternoon of Christmas Day, and then throughout New Year's. I always spent it with my mom, and it was just it was always hectic because we've always had to spend the holidays traveling all the time because I had a split family. Now, I had great times. not denying any of my childhood. I will say my childhood was fine. I never had an issue. I don't have any issues of my childhood. I just know that there was not really much, like that much traditions that we made, other than the fact that that's what we had to do all the time. And I'm gonna be really honest, I feel like the traditions kind of started more the older, like now I'm not saying that my generation is anything like what my son's generation is, but I can say some of the traditions that like my husband and I started, we kind of started together as a married couple and then just made sure that the kids were kind of in play with it, if that makes sense. I mean, everybody's traditions and lifestyles are all different. I'm not saying mine is right and everybody else's is wrong or any of that sort, so I'm just throwing it out there as a disclaimer on that part. I just know that what works for us and how we grew up between my husband and I. So, but I decided to fussy cut out. I am scrapbooking with friends. I did fussy cut out that bunch of snowflakes and not snowflakes, but these trees, and then I threw in these deer, and then I've got Santa up on the sleigh. And this collection is from Echo Park. It is called A Lumberjack Christmas. I think this was the new collection that Echo Park came out with, and I've been using up quite a bit. I'm going to make sure that I use up almost all of the hip kit, because that's what I tend to do. I try to use all that, and then I throw in little bits and bobs of the other collections that I do have. I am a huge snob when it comes to the holidays and like what my layouts look like and what products I use. I can tell in my layouts, like if you go through my albums, you can definitely tell like what collections I'm using, because they pretty much match throughout the season of what I'm doing. So yeah, for that part. So I am trying to use this ho ho ho, and then I decide, nope, I don't like that. So then I find where this collection, I got just the sticker book. I didn't get any of the ephemera, so I'm working with just the stickers, which is just fine for me. This book is pretty thick, and I came up with holiday tradition. So I make sure on every light that you see that isn't completely covered up with something, it gets a little bit of something on it, whether it's a wreath or a bow or something. And then I take the black and I put the black everywhere, and then I do come in with the Christmas cheer from Shimmers as my gold ephemera, or my gold splatter, excuse me, sorry about that. Yeah, so it's almost done here. Make sure that you go check out everybody. All of the links for day number 11 will be down below. Like I said, I am a day behind, but that's okay. So now you guys will get something on Christmas Eve, which is fine for me, because ultimately, you guys know that I'm staying busy as much as I possibly can through everything. I will take some time off to celebrate and then kind of go from there. But I am so sorry I'm off camera here, but ultimately at the bottom of the page it looks exactly like the top, except I've got this deer and all this other stuff on it. So I am almost done. I'm just finding little things here and there to place. I just wanted to place all of these little black snowflakes on here because I felt that matched up. The still shots are coming up. If you are new to my channel, I would love to have you as a subscriber. I have a huge Facebook following and a huge family here, and I would love to have you hit that like and subscribe button. I do upload normally 2 to 3 times a week, depending on the week. I do design team layouts, collaborations exactly like this with a ton of ladies, and just my everyday close to my heart products. So then I start to round out that I'm like, ooh, this is gonna look perfect, and round out the holiday traditions and kind of bring in those colors just a little bit more. So you'll see me pull in those, and then I work on that other end, and then you'll see the Christmas cheer. That's what I was thinking of. The Christmas cheer for splatters. I am super sorry that if you can hear the motorcycle outside my window, sorry about that. But yeah, that is it. I will leave you with the splatters. I am coming in with that shortly. It should be. I hope that you all are staying safe. Have a wonderful holiday season. I do know that I will have one more layout up, and then my next one won't be until the 27th. So I hope that you are all staying safe. Have a wonderful holiday season, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.